Hey y'all, happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. I just stopped by to say, hey, how you doing? How are ya? Yes, today is Saturday, February something. I think today is the 24th. But how is your Saturdays going so far? It's about 1:10 in the afternoon and I have been in the house relaxing. I have not gone outside yet, but of course I'm on my way out. But I just wanted to pick up the camera real quick just to say hey, just to check up on you and see how your Saturday is shaping up. If you have anything to do, what are your plans for today? Did you do anything? Did you just relax in the house? Yeah, that was a lot to say all in one breath. I don't know why I did that, but I did it. So I'm waiting for your favorite friend to get off of work, and then we're gonna run to the mall. He wants to go to some a cologne spot, so we're gonna do that. And that's really about all, to be honest. This Saturday is a relaxing Saturday for me. I actually have a work trip next week. I will be going down to Atlantic City. I have a work conference that I'm going to be attending. So I was trying to really do as little as possible this weekend, since next week is going to be a busy week for me. So yeah, I'll take you guys along with that trip. It's about maybe 2 hours from where I am. So I'll be going by myself. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I don't think I've ever, I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever been in a hotel by myself. Normally if I go away, I'm going away with friends or family. So this is my first time being solo dolo. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. I could have shared a room with a coworker, but I don't really know you like that. So yeah, I don't really know you like that. So I'm good. I'm good on the single room. Yeah, I'm okay with that. But what happened is, if I would have roomed with a coworker, my job would have reimbursed us both for both nights. But since I'm rooming by myself, they're just gonna reimburse me for the one night, and I have to pay for the second night, which I don't mind, because yeah, I'm a little, y'all know me, I'm introvertish, so I'm good. I'm good on the sharing room part. Yeah. So, oops, I'm sorry. So, that's about all about that, because I don't want to talk too much about it, because I'm going to take you along with me. It'll probably be about a two-parter, because maybe just the one part, because I'll take you along with me for the ride, and I'll talk to you all as much as I can on the ride or during the ride. I'll give you more than likely a hotel tour, a room tour. Yeah, I'll be doing that. I don't know if I'm gonna walk the boardwalk in Atlantic City, because it's supposed to be in the 60s on Wednesday. I think Wednesday and Thursday is supposed to be in the 60s. So it'll be chilly because we're at the water, but should be warm enough for me to walk the boardwalk and get a little footage. So I don't know, I'll probably do that. But outside of that, I've been talking for almost 5.5 minutes, and I think that's about it. I'm trying to think. I don't want to leave out anything. I think that's all I have to say. And the funny thing is, let me tell y'all. Okay, I thought I was done. The funny thing is, I should have wrote down something, because in my mind, I was talking to myself, saying what I wanted to say, what I wanted to mention in the vlog. I had a little topic and everything. Now, I can't hardly remember what I was saying to myself. So, note to self, note to y'all, write it down, because we say we're going to remember it, but we don't. With all good intentions, we don't remember what we talk to ourselves about. So next time I'm gonna have to write it down so I can at least refer to the thoughts and the ideas that I had in my head. Oh, has anybody been following that? I guess her name is Reesa Chad. Have y'all been following that story? I know by the time this come out, you probably all would have. If you followed it, you probably would have already seen her videos and their videos and his with Chad. It's just a whole lot of. It's just a whole lot of. That was wow. So I did watch all. It's like a 50-part thing she did on TikTok. So I think each video is about 10 minutes. Y'all, it was real. It was intense. It was a little nutso, a little schizo, if you ask me. But I don't want to spoil it. So if you've seen it, let's talk about it in the comments, because like I will say, like my younger self, I probably would have been her to an extent. And for the most part, the funny thing is, when you're younger, I don't know, like you're just looking for, okay, I'll say it this way. When I was younger, let me talk about me. When you're growing up, you want a boyfriend and you want to, have that, sweep you off the feet, butterfly kind of experience. So sometimes you kind of, as they say, kiss some frogs before you get to your prince, to be honest. And I've had my fair share. I've had my fair share. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough. I will say that it wasn't a lot, but it was truly enough. So yeah, I like. Hold on, let me get the stamp. Like I was saying, like I've had my fair share of, I think we've all had our fair share of people that we've dated that we knew. Sorry about the shaking, y'all. I don't rigged up something, but it's gonna work. But I'm quite sure that we've all had our fair share of relationships that you kind of look back on and go, what were you thinking? Like, what were you doing? And I remember telling someone, sometimes you know, like the person ain't the person, but you'd rather be with, I don't want to call them nobodies, but I'm gonna say it the way I said it. You'd rather be with nobody than to be with nobody, if that makes sense. Like, that they are not right for you. You know that they aren't your person. You know that this isn't what you're looking for. But instead of being alone, you would rather be with someone. And I would say, I'm going to speak for myself. I can't speak for everybody. But that was my thought process in my younger years. Now, child, I'm married to a favorite friend and we ain't got no problems. We ain't going through nothing. I'm just saying. If I was single, now, child, I would be with nobody instead of being with nobody. Because as you get older, you mature more and your thought process is different and your tolerance is different. A lot of things that I tolerated in my early 20s, there's no way that I would tolerate that now. Like, there's no way I would allow you to do what I allowed. That's not going to be the case. There's a lot. I have a lot more of a stance. I have a lot more love for myself. Not that I didn't love myself then, but I love myself more now than I did in my early 20s. I said my late teens, early 20s. Because there's some stuff that I allowed. I'm not gonna say it was similar to Reesa. Y'all know her name. It was. We had some things in common. We didn't have any, nah. You're not promising me no house and cars, and you out here just full blown. Nah. But it's some things that I let slip and I let slide, and you turn a blind eye to, for the sake of, I don't want to now. No. But hey, bud, what you doing? Hey, sir, what's going on? But that's yeah. So if you followed the series, or if you don't know anything about it, she is on TikTok. If I remember, I'm gonna try to put her name somewhere on the screen. So if you haven't seen it, you can at least go watch a few episodes. I don't know if you're gonna watch all 50, but yeah, it was real interesting. And the amazing thing is that her ex-husband's ex-wives came out on TikTok to uphold and support her story, her story of her life. And it was amazing, because sometimes you kind of go, are they telling the truth, or did that really? But they came out and they upheld what she said, and it was a doozy. It's amazing. So, yeah, let's talk about it. Because are you different than your 20-year-old thinking mind as far as dating and what you will accept and what you will tolerate? Because I would say in my early 20s, you kind of figure, oh, they love me, or this is how it's supposed to be, or how it's going, and no. I remember, I'm gonna tell this one. I was dating this guy, and I like I said in my previous vlog, I always told myself I wouldn't date anyone that had children. So I was dating this guy, and he had, at the time, if I'm not mistaken, he had 2 sons. And I only say if I'm not mistaken because I only met one son. And God. So I met the one son. And eventually the one son came to move in with him. But prior to that, the one son was living with the grandmother. So we were taking the son, they come down, he used to come down for the weekend. So we were taking him back to my ex-boyfriend's mom's house. That's where he was living. So we got into me and the ex-boyfriend got into a disagreement on the train. And to be honest, I don't even know what the disagreement was about. I can't even tell you. I don't even know. I can't even think of something that we were disagreeing about. So we had a disagreement. And he got mad. He walked, the train came to a station stop. He got off the train. And he was just, was standing on the platform. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, go off, get off, blow off the steam, whatever you gotta, and get back on. Cha. This Negro left me on the train with his child. Thankfully, the son at the time was, I think he was 14. I want to say 14. So he wasn't a baby, but myself, I'll say that. Me personally, I couldn't just leave him. I could have got off at the next stop and caught the train back home. Because in all actuality, or in all fairness, it's not my kid. But I couldn't do that to the young man. I couldn't leave him on the train by himself. So So we got to where we were getting to, and we had to catch, I think we called a cab to his grandmother's house so that I can drop him off. And I didn't have enough money to catch the cab back to the train station. Now, I would never be with, I don't know what happened that I didn't have money, because I always kept money on me. Like that wasn't a thing. I always kept something. But at this particular time, I didn't have enough money to catch the cab back to the train station so that I can catch the train back home. I had a round trip ticket, so that wasn't a problem. So thankfully, when I got to the grandmother's house, her brother was there. Now, mind you, I didn't know her brother. So it could have easily been a missing person. Like, no questions asked. Because the only person that knew where I was the Negro that left me on the train, his mother because I was at her house, and the son because I brought him there. Like, nobody knew where I was. Well, in the sense that my mom didn't know that, my mother didn't know because I didn't tell her I was going out of town. It was supposed to be a quick turnaround. Half hour, 40-minute train ride there. Drop him off, get back on the train, and come back. So thankfully, the brother took me back to the train station with no problem. No questions asked, nothing, no funds required. It was a really nice ride. I mean, I was a little shook. I was a little scared because I don't know you, but I need to get back to the train station so I can get home. So he got me back to the train station, and I got back on the train, and I came back home. But when I tell you, I don't really remember. I know we had an argument when I got back because of the simple fact that you took your tail back and left me with your kid. Like, who does that? This is long, and I didn't even mean to have a story time, but so just bear with me. So when I listened to her story, it kind of brought back some memories of when you're in your 20s, and I don't know how old she was when this happened, because this for her happened in 2020. So I don't know how old she is now. I think she's in her 30s, I think she may be her early to mid 30s. I'm not really sure. But for me, this happened when I was in my 20s. I had to be maybe like 21, 22. So the thought process then versus the thought process now, yeah, we're not doing that. Now, I will say that my heart is still big and just I don't want to see nobody hurting. So I probably would have, if somebody left me on the train now with their child, I would still more than likely make sure that they got to their destination. But that would have been it. That would have been the last thing that you've ever done. It's no talking. It's no coming back. It's no, oh, I'm so, no. That, because I dated him maybe a year and a half more after that incident. And so it was an experience. I may do some more story times. If you want to hear some more stories, put it in the comments. I'll definitely probably will do some more stories because I have I have some more stories to tell. But yeah, I thought about that sitting here thinking about her thing. That was a bit much. But I'm gonna go because I've been talking a long time. So let me wait for favorite friend, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all. Bye.